Hi, and welcome back to Cook, Eat, Up. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, please be sure to hit that subscription button. I'm looking to get to 300 subscribers before the end of the summer, and your subscription would really mean a lot to me. Now, we're continuing on with our South American cuisine theme for the month of July, and in this episode, we're going to be focusing on a fried fish dish that I had in Guatape, Colombia. Now, Guatape is a small village outside of Medellin, and what's really cool about it is that it has like this reservoir system that is man-made, and it's really cool, really scenic. But when I was there, I had this fried fish dish, which I always do. Whenever I go to any country that's near the water, I try to have a fried fish in their, local way. And today's recipe is a remake of that dish, kind of from my own interpretation. So let's get into it. So to make this recipe, you're gonna need the following ingredients. Now you're gonna need a fresh fish. I have this fresh porgy. I caught it out of the Long Island Sound, and I was really proud of it. It's kind of a big one. So that's the fish for today. But you could use whatever you want. If you want to use a snapper or any other white fleshed ocean fish, go for it. A liberal amount of vegetable oil, because we're going to be frying this fish. Some salad, I'm using baby arugula, salt and pepper, 1/3 cup of flour, onions and cilantros chopped up, 1 lime, grape tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and a green plantain. Now the first thing I'm gonna get started on is actually getting my oil up to temperature. So I have a cast iron pot here, and I'm just gonna drop some oil into this pot and get that heated up. And try to get about 1/2 inch of oil. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is actually I'm going to season my flour with salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna get that just onto the fish. So with the salt and pepper, you really just want to be able to taste something more than just the flour. So now that I've added the salt and pepper to the flour, I'm just gonna give this a stir so it's nicely combined. Now I'm just gonna take this and dredge the fish in flour. Just spread that flour out on the fish, get it nicely coated. Now if you notice that I had my fish already seasoned with the Epis spice blend, which is kind of like a garlic, onion, herb blend. Now if you don't have that recipe, or if you don't know it already and you don't have Epis in your fridge, I recommend that you check out my video for Epis. Learn how to make that. I use it in a lot of my dishes, practically like maybe 30–40% of the time I'm gonna be using Epis, and you're gonna want to use that. It's an excellent way to season your food, excellent way to marinate your meats, so you want to get your hands on some of that. And as you can see, it's that green, slimy appearance that's on the fish. That's the Epis. And then we have that all coated. I'm gonna set the fish off to the side and get started on my plantain. Now with the plantain, just cutting off the ends, squaring it out like so. And then along the ridge here, you're just gonna slice it until you get in contact with the meat of the plantain. This is gonna make peeling it just a little simpler. So you cut along the ridge there, and then you just peel out and around. Now you're gonna cut this plantain on a diagonal at about 1 inch thickness. So now that we have the oil temperature up to 325 degrees, we're gonna get started on the first phase of cooking the plantains. When you're cooking plantains, it's a 2-phase process. The first step is just to get them lightly crisped up. It's about a minute of frying. And we're looking to fry these up to a light golden brown. We're almost there. Move these from here. Let these drain out. Now you see this color is what we're going for. for the first fry. Next to get going is frying up the fish. So I got this guy over here. Just move him on over. And I'm mostly concerned with getting a nice coating of flash frying on there. Now we're cooking the fish for 5 minutes on each side, and in the meantime I'm going to get started on the salad. So for the salad, I have my baby arugula, just grabbing a handful here, dropping that into the bowl. My onions and cilantro, simple handful of grape tomatoes. So we're going to make a simple vinaigrette using olive oil, lime, salt, and pepper. Sprinkle that, blend right over the salad with a light sauce. Now that the salad's all done, I'm just going to set this off to the fridge to keep it nice and chilled. We should refocus on this here. So we're going to lift this up. And give it a proper turn. Right into the roll there. For another 5 minutes, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna flatten out my plantains here. Just using the side of this knife. In the last minute, I'm gonna be adding the plantains directly to the same cooking oil as the fish to give it its last minute of cooking. Okay. Just gonna remove the plantains first. Them off to the side. Then for the fish, let me just try to get this closer. Just lift this up out of the oil. Right onto the draining. Nice crispy skin. Now to plate this dish, I'm going to keep it super simple. One, I'm going to grab the fish here, just set it on the plate, and around we're going to just place these plantains. I also have the other half of the lime cut into quarters, just so we can squeeze some of that lime juice right across the top there. So for the salad, I'm just going to have it, just give it another light toss. And I feel like I should add some avocado to this. So that's what I'm going to do. Just taking half an avocado and adding that to the salad. I'm just gonna dice the avocado and sprinkle it on in to the salad. And as my drink, I'm not doing a cocktail, I'm not doing a beer, I'm going with Newman's Own limeade. Now, usually when I'm like in the Caribbean, or actually in most places, it's limeade that's the drink, not lemonade. Lemonade seems to be an American thing. But limeade, I love this stuff. It reminds me of childhood. I used to always have fresh limeade in the fridge, and also with spearmint in it. Delicious. It's like a mojito without the alcohol. But we're just gonna go with the limeade, and this completes the dish. And there you have it, freshly fried fish. This dish is taking me exactly right back to the riverside in Guatape. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. If you have, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave comments below. Thank you for joining me at Hook Eat Up. I'll see you next time.